Today I'm behind enemy lines listening to an ABC interview of Trump, and because it's ABC interviewing, you know the guy is just going to be asking the dumbest questions, which I was prepared for, but I was just not prepared for this next question that he's about to ask. I'm about to show you. First of all, you can see the likes to dislikes are horrible, and I think that's probably just because all the drones that watch ABC News don't like the fact that Trump is getting a full interview, I guess. That amount of likes and dislikes for almost 1 million views still is horrible engagement. If you look at someone that I would argue is one of the top conservative news sources on YouTube right now, a video with 200K less views is getting way more engagement on the likes and dislikes. And I think that just points to the idea that people are getting fed up with the mainstream media like ABC. That being said, the reason why I'm making a video is because of this question that this guy's about to ask.
Kilmer Abrego Garcia, he's the Salvadoran man who crossed into this country illegally, but who is under a protective order that he not be sent back to El Salvador. Your government sent him back to El Salvador and acknowledged in court that was a mistake. And now the Supreme Court has upheld an order that you must return him to facilitate his return to the United States. What are you doing to comply?
I am so sick of the mainstream media telling me that I should give a fuck about criminals. The guy admitted that this Garcia guy was here illegally, and the guy's own wife filed a domestic violence case against him. Apparently she later on retracted her statements, but the comment section on YouTube is just not buying it. The reason why she filed it to begin with was because she feared him. She's terrified of his gang member status, which that is up in the air. I don't know 100% if he's a gang member. All I care about is the fact that he was here illegally, and even his own fucking wife didn't want him here. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Get him the fuck out of here. And they did get him out, and the president Bukele is saying they're not going to send him back because Bukele is a fucking boss and he stands on business.
Can President Bukele weigh in on this? Do you plan to return him?
Well, I'm supposed to have suggested that I smuggle a terrorist into the United States, right?
It's always
how can I smuggle? How can I return him to the United States? Like, I smuggle him into the United States, or what do I do? Of course, I'm not going to do it. It's like, I mean, the question is preposterous. How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States? I don't have the power to return him to the United States.
But you can release him inside El Salvador.
Yeah, but I'm not releasing, I mean, we're not very fond of releasing terrorists into our country. I mean, we just turned the murder capital of the world into the safest country of the Western Hemisphere, and you want us to go back into the releasing criminals so we can go back to being the murder capital of the world? No, that's not going to happen.
Well, they'd love to have a criminal, released into our
country. I mean, there's a fascination.
They would love it.
Yeah.
They're sick. These are sick people.
Trump goes on to actually entertain this reporter's question, gives him a response that is pretty in-depth, and I think that was a mistake. I think right there and then he should have got up and said, you know what, the American people don't give a fuck about that question. The reason why he was here to begin with, and the reason why so many other illegals were here to begin with, was because of the Democrats, and you motherfuckers never came out and said shit about it while it was going on. While all the illegal immigration was going on, you said fucking nothing. I blame you retards for the fact that this retard was even here to begin with, and this idea that, Trump's cleaning up the problem in the wrong way is just insane to me. The Democrats have no solutions to the problems that they've made. They only complain that Trump's solutions are the wrong solutions. And that is why Trump won. And that is why hopefully the Democrats will never win again for the foreseeable future until that party is just completely gutted and new leadership comes out that actually makes sense. Because the Democrat Party of today and the mainstream media, the mainstream news is just fucking insane. In the 34 years that I've lived, I've never seen it like this, where so much of the mainstream media is just so fucking evil and retarded.